What up, people? This is your boy Crypto Salvo here, and today we'll be talking about Songbird Network. Yes, that's right. Songbird Network is the canary network to Flare Network. Now, it is like the Kusama to the Polkadot ecosystem. Now, this is where Songbird Network is where they're gonna test out all the issues, all the make sure there's no bug. They debug every kind of matter issue in the Songbird network, make sure that it is able to take the load, where there are going to be lots of tests, security tests, make sure that there are products that are going to be launched on the Flare network is launched in the Songbird network, like example the state connector system, the delegation system, the F asset system. They are going to be tested using the Songbird network, and make sure that it is fully functional. Make sure there's no bugs by the time Flare network is launched. So once Songbird gives the green light to the Flare founders and the Flare team, they will release the Flare network and launch it successfully, right? So the CEO's perspective basically on this is, I believe that he wants to make sure that when they release the Flare networks, there will be no bugs. It is fully functional. It is at its best. There is no shortcomings. There's no kinds of failure whatsoever in the code or in the way it operates. Because this is very important. In the past months, you see startups like new networks, been facing issues with hacking, with hackers, stealing money and funds. We have bug issues. We have networks that needed to be reset in order for it to be once again operational. And so Songbird network solves that for Flare networks. That's right. So before Flare network comes, they are going to do all kinds of testing, make sure Songbird is able to take that load, the usage, the network usage of so many people. And so if that is a green light, then Flare network will launch. When? I do not have the date, but hopefully by the end of the year or even Q1 2022. Yes, I know it is dreadful to hear 2022. It seems like so far away, or it may seem it's very near for you. But I believe to each one's patient, to each their patient's level, right? So there are people who have been waiting for a year or two. I think it's a year probably, because the snapshot happened in December 2020. So people have been waiting for a year. There are some who have been losing their patience. They've been asking the team in Telegram chat, when is it coming? And of course, there is some sort of frustration. But however, I believe that with Songbird network testing out all these products that are going to that is going to come on the Flare network, we can definitely thank when Flare networks come and there's no kind of shortcomings or failure or any kind of network issues. That's right. This is a good thing, right? So patience folks. We will definitely get through this. Now I'm going to cover some recent news on the Songbird network and what's truly happening in the community, and what's the developments in Flare Finance, and many more. Now, the main wallet that supports Flare network and Songbird network is Bifrost Wallet, where Bifrost Wallet will be integrating the F asset system, the state connector system. Is going to give a seamless interface for delegation and undelegation. Already has given, actually. And it's amazing. You can claim your rewards for your delegation. So Bifrost Wallet has been actually doing so good. I have been delivering what they promised, right? Bifrost Wallet is created by Tower Labs, I believe, and is the main wallet. So you can see here, how to get started with Bifrost Wallet, backup and restore, migrate or import existing wallet. So there are even NFT support, which are called collectibles in the Bifrost Wallet. Unfortunately, I'm not able to show how to delegate or undelegate or wrap or unwrap your Songbird in my Mac right now, because when I checked, the app is not compatible with the Mac device. However, it is compatible with the iOS and iPhone, the mobile phones. So in the next coming video, or in the coming videos in the future, I will be releasing a tutorial on how to delegate, how to delegate, how to wrap and unwrap your Songbird in Bifrost Wallet, and how to claim your rewards. What is the epoch? What is the timing? So we have an infographic on that by Stedas in Twitter, and he has beautifully shown that. Thanks to him, kudos to him. So we will be doing that tutorial soon, but not on this video, right? So basically, this is an introduction of how the UI looks like. Trust me, when I tried it and I have my funds there, and it's amazing. I love the UI, it's so simple, and I can't wait to store my NFTs, right? NFTs in that as well. Now, talking about Songbird, let's take a look at the recent price action. Currently is sitting at about 49 cents, 48 cents, right? And we see a clear cup and handle, I believe so. I'm not a trader or expert in technical analysis, but I'm just seeing, eyeballing this. It looks like a cup and handle, so definitely it is a bullish thing for Songbird. And we'll be taking a look at why there's a lot of accumulation happening here. What's the reason? Because of recent news and an announcement that Flare Finance released, and which is exciting, right? Now, talking about delegation and undelegation, or how to wrap or unwrap, there are different FTSOs, right? The Flare Time series oracles, people, the people who are, so we can like check the Flare metrics, right? So this is the Flare metrics, and these are the FTSO providers. Currently, the reward rate for Epoch 6, if I believe, right, is 1.341 for AFTS. So these guys have been dominating the field, and currently the reward rate is at 1.341 per 100 Songbird, right? So this is the average for, in fact, the last 3 reward epochs as well. In fact, if you log in and check using your, Songbird network address, you can check how many rewards you need to claim. In fact, they are coming out with, they have a beta test where you can check in this website itself. Now, and also Bifrost Wallet also has included that feature to look at your unclaimed rewards and the time of the epoch, and when is it going to start. And so they have been doing extremely well with the UI and the seamless integration of the Songbird network into their apps and their website. So these are the FTSOs, right? So I showed you all DeFi oracles, right? We have Gala Games here, they are taking care, and we have BitTrue, which is unverified here. Flare Oracle, DeFi oracles. Now I'm going to take a look at DeFi oracles because they have something interesting that we may want to look at. Now, Songbird's supply is, I believe, about 15 billion, right? And then there is 10% inflation which will be given to the delegators over the course of time, I believe. So we'll be taking a look at why DeFi oracles is doing something interesting, So why should you vote for DeFi oracles, right? Simply put, a vote for DeFi oracles is a vote for ecosystem growth. So it's a first ever community source liquidity generating oracle. It is pledges to allocate 100% of newly minted rewards, less any operating cost to maintain the STSO to its maximum capabilities, locking up Songbird tokens on Flare loans, minting stable Canary dollar. So they are trying to make Songbird, or say a deflationary crypto token. So basically, by voting to them, you actually are allowing them for the rewards that are minted to be actually locked up. And so in fact the inflationary would, would actually mean that it is deflationary in that sense when they lock it up, because now there are no new tokens running around or circulating in the market. Now they do have the canary dollar, which is called CAND, and we'll be taking a look at the pools, the liquidity pools, right, which they have just did with their phase 1 and the phase 2, right? So let's take a look at that, shall we? So now these are their products, right? The first DeFi platform built on Flare network. They have Flare X, they have Flare Red, sorry, they have Flare Farm, Flare Mine, Flare Loans. So the three of them, which is Flare X, Flare Red, and Flare Farm, is available now in the beta, I believe. So there's a public beta test, and I believe they've invited a few group of people, or a couple of thousands, to test it out, right? So now Flare X, this is interesting. So this is like Sushi Swap, it's like Pancake Swap, it's like Uniswap, but for Flare network they call it Flare X, which is much more interesting. I like the name, rather than just like Flare Swap or something like that. This is interesting, Flare X, right? So there's swap, and then there's liquidity pools, right? Yeah, so you can connect your wallet. I believe that there will be a desktop wallet for Bifrost, right? A desktop feature, and you can connect it directly to Bifrost, and then you can move your funds from in and out in this Flare X. You can probably there are going to be much more options to swap. Definitely there's going to be the FSX and all. You can just swap seamlessly, removing all the unnecessary fees you might get in centralized exchanges like Bitrue, like the exchanges that support Songbird. Now ExFi's Sgb Snapshot update, that's right. Now Flare Finance is pleased to announce, it has announced that there is a snapshot that will be happening on November 5th, 2021 at the respective timings, right, that is stated here, for people who are holding Songbird and Red Songbird, right? So what will be airdrop is this token called the ExFi token, originally named as Flare. Is a secondary governance token and primary fee replacement token used on the ExFi platform. Now the ExFi platform is basically Flare Finance, right? So it is actually scarce. It is not a billion supply asset. It is in fact million supply asset. It only has about 100 million, right? So 40 million is airdrop. 40 million is put into the Yield Cloud Foundation reserves, 20 million, team allocation 10 million. So circulating supply, I believe total supply is 110 million. Circulating supply, I'm not too sure. It probably would be 80 million. So it is, as long as it's in the million side, we can definitely see easy, from $10 or $20 or $30, crazy amounts, right? So even like $400, $500 in the future. So there will be a snapshot happening. Prepare yourselves, do your own research. None of what I've said or written here is financial advice. Please evaluate your risk portfolio, but this is the snapshot that will be happening. I'll be gearing up myself, making sure to accumulate more Songbird before that date. Now this is the timings that given by Songbird, by Flare Finance. Bitrue also supports Flare Finance airdrop, but their snapshot is at 5 p.m. Universal Time (UTC). I'm not sure if there's two timings of snapshot right now that's happening. One for Bitrue, one for all the other wallets. But let's see, right? So, interesting. So, or they changed it to 5 p.m. UTC. Not sure. Let's take a look, right? So currently, there is no update on the snapshot. In fact, once they mentioned about the snapshot being on November 5th, you see the Bitrue snapshot here. It says 5 p.m. UTC. That's right. So Status has come up with a beautiful infographic here, right, for ExFi, experimental finance, right? So the airdrop is supported by centralized exchanges like Bitrue, Coin1, Uphold. Wallets they'll be supporting is Bifrost Wallet, Ledger, Decent, and MetaMask. I believe that as long as you have your private keys, as long as you self-custody your crypto, there's no need to worry about centralized exchanges last minute backing out of not supporting, or like not supporting at all from the start, because there's been a recent issue where Binance and Coinbase have not been actually giving out, or giving the respective recipients for the Songbird they need to get, right, for the XRP they held in December 2020. And so Binance and Coinbase, they are actually holding back the Songbird, in they've claimed it, and it's in their wallet, I believe, and they are not distributing it yet. I hope so. I would say that yet. So maybe we'll see in the future they choose to give their Songbird back to the holders. Now, the snapshot update date is November 5th once again, and the airdrop date is November 5th to 8th as well. So we may see a immediate airdrop happening. How good is this, man? It is free, right? So make sure you are hopefully you will be participating in the snapshot. Make sure you have some Songbird to do that. Right now, the claim ratio is 1 ExFi token is equal to 235.275 Songbird. So this is interesting, and that is pretty much of what has happened in Flare Finance and Flare Network and Songbird Network, right? Now, there are also NFTs. They'll be coming to Flare Network, and I'm not sure if they'll test it out in Songbird Network, but it'll be very interesting if they test it out in Songbird Network as well. I'm pretty sure the fees is much lower than OpenSea and Ethereum's gas fees and issues like that. And that is the whole thing about Flare, right? Flare aims to make sure those fees are almost zero, right? And so that people actually can use without any worry of spending so much money on fees and so on and so forth. So with that being said, we have new exchanges supporting the Songbird network like MEXC Global. We have many exchanges that are slowly, even Kraken said they're supporting Songbird and listing it. So also, if you're using Twitter, check out Flare Epoch, where basically if you tweet out when is the Flare Epoch or something, tweet the following hashtag Songbird timer. Yeah, if you tweet that, and then you'll get a notification of the time of where we are at in the Flare Epoch. With that being said, also there is this, I believe they are partnered with Forever Lands, right? And it's extremely scarce NFT, and these are basically one of the NFTs, I believe, Forever Lands Vault. So Do check out Flare Finance, do check out Songbird Network, do your own research, right? With that being said, Crypto Salvo out, and also comment down what is your price prediction for Songbird by the end of the year. My price prediction for Songbird is at least $3. That's right, a $3 Songbird is definitely possible. It's definitely the horizon, right? With that being said, Crypto Salvo out.